Atrial Fibrillation, or AFib, Awareness Month. It's a heart condition that can greatly increase your risk of stroke. Now, when it comes to prevention, a new study finds people who don't add salt to their meals are 18% less likely to develop AFib. Here to talk about this is Dr. Joaquin Cigarroa, an interventional cardiologist at Heart Hospital of Austin and Austin Heart. Dr. Cigarroa, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, so first off, let's talk about what is atrial fibrillation and what are the symptoms?
Sure. So atrial fibrillation, it's an irregular heart rhythm. The simplest way to think about it is that the heart has electrical wiring. And normally when a heart is functioning electrically normal, there's one signal that travels down that electrical pathway. In atrial fibrillation, you have a bunch of focus, a bunch of spots in the heart that are firing. And so the top two chambers of the heart are very erratic. And so if you think about it, the top two chambers normally should squeeze as that electrical impulse passes through them. In someone with atrial fibrillation, they're kind of just fluttering around. Now, the symptoms that atrial fibrillation can lead to are kind of what you would think. Some chest pain, some shortness of breath, some easy fatigue. And some patients can actually feel their heart racing because patients with atrial fibrillation are more prone to have episodes of fast heart rates.
So this study found that people who did not add salt to their diet had a decreased chance of getting AFib. How does increased salt intake affect atrial fibrillation?
Sure.
And other heart disease as well?
Yeah. So I think it's important first to differentiate between, two words that we use interchangeably very often. One is sodium and the second is salt. Sodium is a mineral that's essential for bodily functions. We need it to live. Salt is the actual crystal that's composed of sodium chloride. That's what we add to our foods. Okay. Now, in order for our body to function normally, we need about 2.5 grams of sodium per day. 1 teaspoon of salt is about 1 gram of sodium. So if you think about, that's how you can kind of put it into perspective. Now, when you eat or when you consume too much sodium, what can happen is sodium causes your blood vessels to retain liquid. Retaining liquid can cause damage to the inside of those of the blood vessels in your body, and can cause your heart to feel increased stress. When your heart has increased stress, what it tends to do, it dilates. And a dilated heart leads to these irregular heart rhythms.
Right. And this could also lead to what, high blood pressure as well? Okay, so obviously, when you go to the store, you see low sodium, low salt, whatnot. But how can we make sure that we are not getting too much added salt in our diets?
So the simplest ways, I think you mentioned, are to buy those, anything that's canned has a lot of sodium. And so I think the simplest way to minimize your sodium intake is to buy, if you absolutely have to buy canned foods, buy the ones that are labeled low sodium. Even if you buy those cans that are labeled as low sodium, what I do, for instance, is if I buy a can of beans, is I'll wash them. So I'll put them and I'll just wash them in the sink before I actually put them in to whatever it is that I'm cooking. I think buying fresh poultry, fresh chicken is another way. Instead of buying chicken that's smoked or chicken that's already, like the rotisserie chickens, for instance, sometimes those can have a lot of sodium.
Right, and salted and seasoned.
Correct, right? Correct. I think instead of using salt as a seasoning, maybe you can use garlic, or maybe you can use, there's so many.
Rosemary.
Correct. Especially here in Austin. I mean, there's so many great spices here in the gas stations. Absolutely.
Okay, so basically try to eat whole foods and not processed foods that tend to have those added salts.
Correct.
All right, we are out of time, but Dr. Joaquin Cigarroa, thank you so much for sharing your time and your expertise with us tonight.
It's a pleasure. Thank you so much.